What is up, guys? Today we are fishing a place we like to catch flounder and redfish and speckled trout, and hopefully we catch some fish. There's some boats out here in the hole already. We went over to Jamison's this morning to catch some bait. Well, not catch some bait, but buy some shrimp, and we are going to try our luck. But first thing we got to do is cross this little boat canal, which sometimes is 4 to 5 feet. So when we get set up over there, I'll record some more. I see some small bait fish swimming around. I do have my cast net today. We can catch some. So we're gonna try to wait on this boat, and then we're gonna go across. I have a 21-foot bayliner at home. I left it. We're going to take it out tomorrow. Try to go offshore fishing a little bit. But got to really plan ahead when you're crossing the canal. My son Ryan back there, he's got the rods. Bait bucket. See some flashes of bait. The water temperature feels pretty good. It's not too hot. Usually it's really hot right here. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any problem catching any mullet over there. See him swimming. Right here, right there. How y'all doing? So I'm moving across right now, and this is always the funnest part. Some black tips. Oh yeah, there's rocks right there. You just kind of got to step over right there and then just come across. You just come down, you got to feel them with your feet. So apparently my buddy's not ready to cross. He's kind of scared. I've been doing this a long time. I am 37 now, and I crossed this canal when I was younger with my dad. When I was just his age, probably about 12 or 13. All right, and I'm about up to my neck. I'm about 5'9". I'm up to my neck right now. The tide is really high, and it should be coming back up here in just a second. But you can see where my arm, like I barely got my arms and shoulders up out the water. And I'm gonna watch Ryan come across. If he gets in trouble, I'm gonna have to go bail him out. There's not a lot of current right now, so you can just tippy toe across there. Yeah, this fishing method for me is a lot cheaper than hauling my boat around. If we catch some fish, that's great. You know, if we don't catch any fish, I didn't really lose a whole lot of money because I didn't hook up to my boat and trailer it and all that stuff. So we got a nice little hole here to fish around. And these guys in these boats, there's actually a lot better places to fish than here with a boat. If I had a boat, I'd go, but you know, I'm on my feet today, so I kind of have no choice but to fish here. All right, guys, so I'm across now. Ryan's across. And we are gonna get set up here and try to start fishing. So hopefully we'll catch some fish, and I'll check back with you guys in a minute. All right, so I waded across here and getting set up, and now I've got to find some type of bait to throw my cast net on and use for bait out here. And I see a school, looks like pogies or LY over there off the point of this grass. I see small stuff in front of me, but I'm kind of in a muddy bottom, and I gotta be careful how I throw my net, because if I miss them, I'll spook all the bait. And there's a large school coming, and I really need to capitalize on that. There's a school in front of me. Here they come. Big V-line, big herd of mullet. And looks like I got a few of them. I didn't get the whole school, but I got enough to get us started fishing, which is great. Yeah, we got probably about 8 or 12 of them, so that's good. It's a good way to start the morning. If I can get these guys on the bottom, I can start flounder fishing. So that's awesome.
Hey, we still got our bait too. Stop trying to use it.
All right, so when you're bottom fishing with live mullet, you're gonna get a lot of blue crabs, because they're on the bottom and they're gonna sit there and catch whatever bait they can real easy. But we're gonna take him home and boil him. And the more I catch today, the more I'm gonna boil, because it's been a while since we had some crab. All right, guys, so here's the setup. I got some homemade rod holders. Got my light tackle inshore rod and reels. I got a 1/2 ounce weight with a foot leader and a live mullet or live pokey, whichever one I can catch in my cast net. Ryan's over here grabbing some bait. Oh, I just heard the clicker go off on that one. And I'm just gonna check it and see what happened. Something bumped it. It wasn't a really good run though, so it's probably a crab or something. And we don't really know what it was. But yeah, we have our swimming pool, little tiny kiddie pool over here, floating my ice chest and tackle bag and casting net bucket there. I think it was a flounder. Look at the teeth marks on it. Drop it down. All right. I'll show you guys what a flounder bite looks like. See right here? It's missing some scales and it's got a tiny tooth hole in him. That was most likely a flounder. We just didn't let him suck it up. Hopefully we'll catch something a little bit better than a crab. There's really no current right now, so it's kind of a catch your bait and wait and see kind of thing, because you want to have your bait ready so when the fish do come, you're sitting on a pile of bait when they start biting. But yeah, it's slick as glass out here right now, which is not good for fishing. All right, so we're gonna try to round up some more bait. We got 2 trout, 1 blue crab. I don't see any big schools. I see some out there, but that's too deep. And I'm talking with my weight in my mouth. I really need to learn how to throw a cast net another way, but for now, this is gonna have to do. I see some small shrimp jumping out of this grass. I see a couple of mullet. I see some LY out here. There's lots of LY. Tons of them. Here comes a nice herd around this point. Looks like a couple, not really a whole lot, but they're staying tight against the grass. Looks like I got a few, maybe not the whole school. I kind of fell in the mud when I threw. See something flashing in there. Got a bunch of LY. Those will work too. Oh, there's a nice one right there. Right there at the top of the net. That's a perfect flounder bait. I don't know, some people call these LY, some people call them thread fins. I'm not really sure what they are, but they work. Alright guys, I'm gonna catch us some more bait. I see a nice school up there ahead of me. And that boat that just went by made some bad wake. It's kind of hard to see bait when there's boat wake all around you. I see them over there if I can just get close enough and throw on top. There's a couple there. Not really worth throwing at. Oh, I hear the line going crazy over there. Got another fish on. Hopefully he's still hooked. Tighten the drag, set the hook.
Yeah, he's on here.
All right. Small fish. Oh, I see some stirring around going on. Gotta get over here and get this dip net. Try to keep him up out of all the stuff there. What is it? Is it a keeper fish, you know? Just let him swim down there. Is it a big fish?
Not sure.
All right, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it up. Oh, it's a stingray. Oh no. Man, I hope he didn't swallow the hook. All right guys, so we had a pretty good day fishing. We took everything across the canal on this little kiddie pool right here. And I had these rod holders stuck into, I had them zip tied to a broom handle. And I had another one. I had my dip net out there and did a little wade fishing. We went through a lot of small fish today. Okay, the key was catching the live bait with the cast net. And not every cast was perfect because when I'm casting the net in waist deep water, my weights are actually down in the water with me, and sometimes it's hard to come up out of the water when you're waist deep casting on top of bait. But we did pretty good. This is a few keepers I caught today. Got a good redfish at slot limit. I kept 3 crabs to boil. It's been a while since I had some, and these specks are about 14 inches. So that's good eating right there. You don't want anything much bigger than that, and you don't want to keep anything smaller than that. So that's right at slot limit, and that's good to eat. So I'll walk over here and show you the setup we were using. We had live mullet, live pogies, and okay, I had 4 rod and reels today, and I had assorted depths. Okay, so this first rod is about 18 inches of leader from hook all the way to the weight of Seagar 15-pound fluorocarbon. And I had another rod with a, oh, there goes my rod, had a 4-foot leader, and I hooked into a really big fish with this setup today. With a I had a croaker on there, and the fish was so large I couldn't turn him. I figured it was a shark because once I did put the tension on, he cut me off. So it felt like a really powerful shark, probably about 3 foot. But yeah, that's not a bad day of fishing. I'm having troubles with my GoPro. For some reason the light's staying on like it's recording, but it's not actually on. I turn it off and the light's staying on, and it's draining my battery. And if you guys know what's going on with that, let me know. But I mean, we'll try it again. All you can do is keep trying. But not a bad day fishing. I'm gonna boil these crabs, and I'm gonna fillet these fish up and fry them tonight, and we're gonna have us a little dinner. If you like this channel, please like and subscribe. I'm Paul D, signing out. Go catch those fish.